Tiffs, Frank Ward, Frank Klein, Cheever, Zoidberg, Sir Nicholas Andrew, Chris Bompadre, Amber Gilroy. This is Travis Goss welcoming you to the Dace-tacular Basement in Daceford, New Jersey with your host, Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
Hello.
What do you mean now? You gotta work on new creative stuff. Every time you host, I feel like you take it over, but it doesn't really happen.
Well, that's because nobody actually, because he wants it for 5 seconds and then gets bored and doesn't want it anymore.
Did you say you wanted it? Oh my God! Did you have sex before you started the show?
Can we boot him from the call?
Oh, so that's.
How many of those Budweiser cans have you been through?
How many cans of that have you been through? He's in Atlanta.
Called Georgia. Yeah, Georgia.
Well, you're not wrong there.
I don't think I've ever been introduced on the show. That might have been a first.
I feel like he's done it before.
No, usually I just hijack it, and I don't think he does introductions when I do that. But this is the first time somebody said, "Oh, the Dace Man's here on the Dace Man Show."
I mean, this is Gibby we're talking about.
Frito? How do you get Frito stains? They're corn chips. You meant Cheeto stains? Cheetos?
He's unemployed right now. He can't afford name brand stuff.
Irvin Doritos? Am I the only one stuck on the fact that you can't get stains from Fritos?
You can get oily stains.
90% sure he meant to say Cheetos, but
yeah, but
he merged the word fucking and Cheetos together and got Fritos.
Fucking Cheetos. Fritos.
Yeah.
But yeah, hi.
Hi.
Yeah.
It's always such an enthusiastic introduction.
Nah, wouldn't say that.
I wouldn't go that far. Son of a bitch.
Wait, they can't hear you or they can't hear me?
I mean, are you complaining if nobody can hear Gibby?
So it's just Gibby is either muted or his voice is so high pitched only dogs can hear it. So does that mean he can hear us? Because I mean that's just a good show at that point. And then we are better than ever.
Wait a second, guys.
How did you mess with audio settings since the last time? God, that's so sad when you just keep saying things like that. I mean, is it really busy or is it? So it looks like they can hear us, but they can't hear Gibby.
No, you can't hear Gibby. I just went and listened.
Yeah. So welcome to the Dace Man Show, everybody. I'm Chris, the Dace Man Dace.
So you still aren't introduced in the show yet?
Yeah, it's true.
So the streak is alive. Woo!
Just pointing out facts at the beginning of the show to let everybody know that it's never been done. And never will be.
All you people.
Dude, they don't know. I'm just going to keep talking. Eventually, you'll just overrun my talk. And this is the way to prevent Gibby from talking for 45 minutes on the show.
Or like that time where we were all muted
Best
and it
show.
was Gibby by himself.
Best show ever.
Yeah. So, obviously, you have your mic muted somehow through the system.
I
Gibbles.
switched it back to the other setting because remember I was getting
fantastic. So it's just you now.
No, because I was getting an echo last time, so I turned it off. Like, I hate Skype. Anyway.
Actually, you sound great now.
Of course. Because why?
Did you just have a stroke? What the hell happened over there?
I think it
It's
just
so
exploded.
irritating. It's like I keep having to switch back and forth between the two settings and the only thing that's updating is Skype because I refuse to allow this stupid thing to update anymore.
I imagine the noise you just made is what birds sound like when they eat rice, and that's why they don't throw it at weddings anymore.
But we need them.
What?
Need them. All right, so what are we doing?
We're doing a show.
Fuck.
So it's Halloween this week. It's tomorrow. Halloween. Yeah.
No.
And I'm just kind of curious as what everybody's thoughts are on their favorite candy. Gibby, go.
Reese's peanut butter cups. Sorry, not sorry.
Okay. Frank?
I like myself a good Twix bar. Right Twix only, though. Fuck left Twix.
And tits.
100 grand bars.
What?
Get the
Love
fuck out of here. Jesus Christ. Why do we even allow her on the show?
You called her in.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Actually, I think she called in herself.
I didn't. I got called.
Okay. Well, I like Milky Ways this year. It'll probably change next year.
I like
Milky
it.
Ways are tasty, too. I don't need a lot of candy, to be honest, though.
Usually just this day. Or this week.
When you have a big old cauldron of leftover candy that nobody ate.
Yeah.
Essentially.
I
I
usually
got
eat
yelled at that I couldn't take it home this year.
Starbucks a lot. Or Starbursts.
Starbucks.
Yeah, you
Starbucks.
don't strike me as a Starbucks guy.
I can't do it, man. Can't do it. They fucking charge you an arm and a leg for fucking tea. It's fucking a 50-cent tea bag. It's not even it's probably like a 2-cent tea bag. Charge you $4 fucking. Get the hell out of here.
It's like $5 just for black coffee.
It's fucking
Fucking hell.
ridiculous. And it's a
All you did
small too, man. It's got like 2 drops in it. That's it. It's all
All you
you
did was
get.
pour some water over these beans and you're charging me this much? Fuck you.
It's like, what the hell? But there's so many idiots that go in there all the time.
I'm gonna start selling coffee out of my fucking kitchen window or something. Just
You
yell.
ain't kidding.
Hey, you need a cup of coffee? Charge you $1.
I like it.
$1 cup of coffee. Get it right here.
Success.
Come to my house. $1 cup of coffee. Bring your own thermos.
The only thing I drink from Starbucks is the thing that's not coffee or tea. It's just
Hot
chocolate.
Scone.
Not hot chocolate. It's a cold chocolate one.
The Frappuccinos?
No. There's no coffee in it because I yelled at the guy.
No, I know, but the Frappuccinos.
No, they have a. I didn't know they had
I've
cold
seen-
chocolate. I knew they had hot chocolate. The hot chocolate's actually pretty good.
I see
Randy
the guy-
knows what it is.
It's a
The
4.
guy
I
goes
need
to
to
the
know.
espresso machine,
I
and then
need to
Dace
know
just
now.
tackles him.
Yeah.
Well, because some Frappuccinos don't have coffee. You can ask for it not to have a coffee base.
I don't know. It's just like chocolate on chocolate with chocolate and whipped creams with some chocolate drizzle on.
That's
Yeah.
the Frappuccino.
There's no coffee in it though because I threatened the guy's life. It's like you trying to kill me
Yeah,
as I sipped on my monster.
So you
There
get
is
a
no Chino.
Frappuccino. You get a Frappuccino without the coffee base. You get a cream base one.
I'm really just sounds like you just get a bottle of chocolate syrup.
Yep.
I agree.
On
I
ice.
like that.
On ice, yes. Just chocolate syrup on the rocks, please. Thank you.
I like it.
Syrup on the rocks.
That's all you need.
That's
Yeah,
all you ever
I mean-
need.
I can sell that out of my
Probably-
fridge too for $1.
You probably get. Yeah, you most definitely get a frap. Is it frozen? Like, is it like almost like a slushy consistency?
Sure.
You are really worked up on what the title of this thing that he drinks
I'm
is
so
called, aren't you?
confused because I also want to try it if that's the case.
Randy orders it, so that's pretty much all I know.
Probably the double chocolatey cream frappuccino.
And I can
And then-
immediately taste if there's coffee in it because then I throw it.
It's
Yeah.
probably the cream. Yeah, you probably get one that's cream based because all I really drink from there is frappuccinos or iced teas. So I get their stuff all the time. I have I just won a $20 gift card for there, so I have $30 to spend at Starbucks right now.
That'll get you 2 drinks and a scone.
No,
That's
that'll
right.
get me that'll get me about 6 drinks because I don't get the biggest
didn't buy
size.
the
I get
scone.
small size.
'Cause
I don't
you're
like their scones. Scones are basically door stoppers. They're disgusting.
It's a scone.
Scones are gross.
Like
I
you
know the
said.
next time I have it'll probably be November 16th when I'm at Adventureland at the Gloucester Premium Outlets with the Nia Jax signing.
Oh my god!
Oh shoot, we're doing
See what I
another
did there?
event.
I put the plugs
Cheap
in
plug.
the beginning.
Cheap plug.
Wow. Look how you tied it all together.
Yeah, we'll be out there with WWE 2K19. Fun fact, I haven't even played it yet.
No, that's not good.
And that kid's still gonna kick your ass.
Probably. He looked really sad when we didn't set up real quick last time. Like, he walked by us as he was coming out of the store, and he had those puppy eyes of like, I'm not gonna be able to play the game.
Yeah, I know. It was pretty funny.
Well, I mean, yeah.
We gotta pull a fast one on this kid sometime. Set it up and put like FIFA 2018 in. You'll probably be really good at that too.
Kick your ass.
Probably.
And anytime he loses, the excuse is immediately of, oh, well, I have Xbox. You son
Or I
of a
wasn't
bitch.
trying.
Yep. Oh, it was Kurt Hawkins. I was the worst wrestler on the roster.
That happens a lot too.
That dude set every champion on my roster last year to Kurt Hawkins. Little
Yep.
Smart guy.
dude. Anyway, so we're stalling out here on the banter back and forth. Gibby, it's time for gaming news.
Are you sure?
I don't know. You get the clicker.
I got the power.
Oh my god, that's horrifying.
That's not the right one. That's
Give it.
Alright, I guess I get a second right then.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
Bye. Pokemon Go. Damn things. Is going to be bringing back in November a field research task all around bug type Pokemon.
Oop, whoops. Sounds on.
Well, I'm so annoyed about this. This is like this is shit.
If you collect enough stamps during a month, you can research breakthrough an opportunity to catch a Shedinja.
That could have ended it so much worse, but I'm proud of you.
I thought it was Shedinja.
Wait, these field research things are only for the month?
Yeah.
The Pokemon changes every month.
Yeah.
The fuck?
So you're not getting a Suicune unless you finish everything.
I
Well-
mean, Frank, I can trade you Suicune.
No. I don't need no Suicune.
I have 4.
I don't need it. So
Presumably this means that Nincada and Ninjask would also become available sometime in the month. Sinninja, whatever the hell it is a bug, ghost type Pokemon, first appear in Pokemon Go, Ruby and Sapphire. Woohoo! So there you go. For all you people who are interested.
you people.
That's right.
I'm not really interested.
Pokemon Go's first Gen 4 legendaries were highlighted for the good old Halloween time. I'm sure you guys got them all already.
I caught a Ghastly earlier.
I got 3.
Ghastlies?
Yes.
Man, I know they're hard to come by.
I
They
also
are.
got a Ditto, which was exciting because he was hidden as a Ghastly. Woo! Excitement. I was all like, oh, I'm catching the Ghastly, and he's all like, I'm not a Ghastly, psych! It was crazy. Should have been there. It was intense.
That is actually the noise it makes when it like appears on your screen too.
Psych!
I'm not a Ghastly.
Or I'm not a Zubat! Fuck you!
See, that's a good... if I was a Ditto, I would hide as a Zubat, because nobody fucking wants a Zubat.
That's what they hide as. They hide as Zubat, Rattata, Ditto, Pidgey, Natu.
Yeah, whatever. Whatever. That's
Couple
not the
others.
point of my story. My point of the story is, if I was a Ditto, I would hide as a Zubat.
I feel like that should be a song.
If I was a Ditto, I would hide as a Zubat?
Yep.
Would that be like a country song?
Making my way downtown as a Zubat. Ba 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 ba.
So Nita is appearing in raids, and he comes off the 1st of November, so you don't have much time.
I got 3.
Wait, I thought Giratina was saying until the middle of November.
I have 0.
That's not what this is saying. But go ahead. Good luck.
That's surprising. They only gave him 2 weeks.
I got 3.
I have 0.
And my
I
last
have 3 also.
bit of Pokemon news. Knick-Knack continues to roll out new features for Pokemon Go.
Niantic.
On top of trading and friends list, both of which were introduced to the mobile game earlier this year, the developer recently announced it's working on a Pokestop nomination system. Now has revealed other new features on the way to the game. Adventure Sync. With Adventure Sync, you'll be able to keep track of your walking distance even when Pokemon Go is idle. This should prove to be handy addition, particularly for hatching eggs. Previously, Pokemon Go only tracked your walking distance while the game was launched. So if you were trying to hatch a Pokemon, you need to leave it running as you walked.
Why don't they partner with like Fitbit?
Gibby. I don't know what you were reading, but Giratina stays in raid battles till November 20th.
Alright, whatever. Anyway, with Adventure Sync, you'll be able to keep track of your walk distance. So that to me seems kind of interesting.
Again,
I know if here's my thing with how they're gonna do it. Are we gonna have like a device? Like, is it gonna be like how you would need an Apple Watch or something like that? You know what I mean?
Why don't they partner with Fitbit? Call them up. Hey, Fitbit, you track walking shit.
That's probably what they're gonna do. They're probably gonna partner with all the devices like that, like Fitbits, Gears, Apple Watches.
Knick-Knack hasn't announced when it'll roll out the Adventure Sync feature, but developer says it's coming soon. The feature will also be able to connect with Apple Health on the Google and on Google Fit, depending on the headset.
Like you said, on the Google.
The Google.
He's an old man.
Headset or handset you own. You can read more about it at their website. So there you go. I don't get it.
I don't have enough news for you, so go look it up yourself. Thanks, Gibby.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Elder Scrolls 6, guys, apparently is a long ways off. Bethesda made a surprise announcement of 2 massive games: a brand new sci-fi single player called Starfield, and the long-awaited Elder Scrolls 6.
Cool.
Speaking to GameSpot at PAX Australia, recently Bethesda marketing boss Pete Hines and ZeniMax Online Studios game director Matt Four said it'll be a long time before Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, so long that the game might not hit until new console hardware is released. The easiest thing is look at how it was announced. It was Starfield and then Elder Scrolls 6. Fuhrer said, you can go back and count the years between Bethesda Game Studio releases, and you'll get an idea that Elder Scrolls 6 is not coming out anytime soon. Talking it down already, huh?
Yep.
So anyway, it's apparently not going to come out anytime soon. People are bitching. Congratulations.
Nerds.
I never actually played Elder Scrolls.
Just nerds. You have Fallout 76 coming out in like a week and a half. That'll tie you over. You'll be fine.
And you have Red Dead Redemption 2 now. So, God, just shut the hell up. It's okay. There's plenty of games in these next 2 months.
Right?
Not enough anymore.
Pyro comes out soon.
I need more! Alright. Steam has a sale.
Oh, sales.
It's Halloween sale.
Oh, spooky sale.
So you can, it's horror games are on sale, multiplayer Friday the 13th game, and the creepy underwater lab exploration game Soma are on sale for $6 each. Call of Cthulhu, which tests your character's sanity as he investigates mysterious And Cosmic Horrors, surrounding the death of a family, is on sale for $41. And Salt Sanctuary, often referred to as a side-scrolling Dark Souls, is on sale for $9. Horror new in non-horror news, fast-paced roguelike Dead Cells down to $20. Bug Kingdom is set. Hollow Knight is discounted to $10. Prey is $15. Yuko's Island Express is $15. And Messenger is $15. 7 Days to Die, $9. I think Dace got that.
I do, for the PlayStation.
Dead Cell, $20.
Cool.
Resident Evil is $20.
20?
Cool.
Like, which one?
Resident Evil 7.
Oh. I guess it... Wow.
Is that good or bad? I don't know.
I had it until I was playing it until my PlayStation broke, and then never went back to it.
Cool. What's called's not in here? The game I want to buy. Interesting.
Okay. You got a title?
I forgot the hell. It's They Are Billions. They Are Billions! Probably because it's in beta.
I was going to say, I don't know why I asked, because I don't know what that is.
Zombie Apocalypse.
Is that what that is?
Yeah, it's like it's a RTS. It's you actually probably would like it, sadly, but yeah, it's on sale for $20.
$20.
Normally it's 24 or 25.
Oh, what a deal! I'm gonna buy 4.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna buy it. I got problems. Anyway,
on that computer you never open?
It pretty much.
It has nothing to do with you buying this game.
Anyway, Sony has officially confirmed the full list of games for its upcoming mini console throwback to the PS1, the PS.
I'm going to let you list them, and then I'm going to tell you how bad they suck. Go ahead.
Battle Arena, Toshinden. Cool Borders 2, Destruction Derby, Final Fantasy VII, Grand Theft Auto, Intelligent Cube, Jumping Flash.
I've never even heard of some of these games.
Metal Gear Solid, Mr. Driller, Oddworld, Abby's Odyssey, Rayman, Resident Evil Director's Cut, Revelations, Persona, Ridge Racer Type 4, Super Puzzle Fighter 2 Turbo, Siphon Filter.
Did somebody put their phone in a blender?
Pretty
Right?
much.
Trish fall into a
Trish
trash
doesn't
compactor or
understand
something?
what a mute button is because she's an
I forgot to
asshole
mute myself.
and doesn't care about anyone else other than herself. Tekken 3, Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six, Twisted Metal, Wild Arms.
I think my favorite title you listed was that Trish doesn't care about anybody but her goddamn self. I'd play that game and I'd pay the $100.
Are you guys done? Are you done?
No.
Are you done?
Yeah.
Are you
mute
done
button.
making your food?
Jesus Christ. Anyway, so the only
I'm
games
sorry, I was hungry.
on Grand Theft Auto, Metal Gear Solid.
Of which I still have the original
I was gonna
disc.
say, which both of we play every year.
Yep.
The Resident Evils.
But that's the thing. Even out of the franchise games they choose, I don't think they chose the best ones. Metal Gear, yeah.
3,
But
Twisted
Metal
God
2 is
damn.
better.
I can't even tell you. I don't know if I've ever played the original Twisted Metal, and I feel bad even admitting that.
I don't remember it. I think I own it, but I don't remember it.
I thought we played the original Twisted Metal during one of the game-a-thons.
We played 2.
We always kick off with 2.
We always do 2, because 2 is 1,000 times better.
To be
and with
fair, I'm
Resident
never there
Evil-
at the beginning.
And with Resident Evil, I always thought 2 and 3 was better, and they already released an HD remastered version of the original. So why buy this little shit thing for that?
I mean, I won't lie. I would have, if they had Gran Turismo, probably would have got it.
But, like, they don't even have anything from the demo disc. They don't have Papa Rappa. They don't have Armored Core. Like, some of these titles, they must have went after defunct studios or some shit.
Yeah, I mean, they have a couple, like, couple of them are good, I guess. Like Grand Theft Auto, but see, even that one, I don't even think the first Grand Theft Auto was that good.
I have the second one.
I was gonna say, I remember the second one more than I remember the first one.
And then Tekken 3, that's a good find. But I thought Tekken 2 was the strongest of the franchise.
True.
Of which
The only thing
I just went to GameStop.com and bought Rayman, Tekken 2, and the original Gex, all for like $10 for the disc.
I played on the original PlayStation is coming out for the newest consoles next month, anyways. So.
Yeah, and they kind of shot themselves in the foot by Crash remastering and then Spyro remastering like right after.
I don't know if that's shooting themselves in the foot. I feel like it's smarter for them just to do it that way than I think it's stupid to make a classic like they are.
Yeah.
I think it's better just to make the remake because they're going to make a shit ton of more money with the remakes.
Oh, for sure. But don't they have to share that? Isn't it going to be available on Xbox?
Yes. Because I have an Xbox, that's how I'm playing it.
Well, like if you're trying to compete with Nintendo's classics, you should at least have a decent lineup. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah.
Because some of them
I don't even know, like Battle Arena Toshinden. The fuck is that?
It's a bunch of like generic shit.
Destruction Derby.
And here's my other question though: is a lot of this stuff when it came out, was it PlayStation, like just PlayStation?
I don't know.
I believe. Well, now
Tekken is.
Yeah.
Metal
Gear. What? Yeah, Metal Gear is.
Metal Gear is. I think Ridge Racer is. Twisted Metal is.
Resident Evil
Tom
was.
Clancy. I don't know if the originals were, but I'm pretty sure all the new shit is cross-platform.
That's the same with Resident Evil. The first 3 were Sony exclusive, and then when it came to 4, I had it on GameCube.
Yeah, but that's just because there was nothing really competing against the PlayStation.
Yeah,
64.
Well, there was also the Atari too, the Jaguar.
Yeah, but they're not like.
64 was a hell of a competitor. That's probably why you can't get a game like Vigilante 8 because it was on both systems.
Yeah, I mean I don't know you're right, but I wouldn't consider it that much of a direct competitor because they kind of went after different demographics. Like
it could also mean that some of these games we expected to see on the Sony Classic may be on this probably an N64 Classic that's going to be announced relatively soon.
Maybe, I mean, well, I don't know if they're going to do did they say 64? I know they said GameCube. I thought, right? I already forgot.
The next logical step would be 64 because they came out with a Super Nintendo. 64 would be next. 64 has a market that's
a better market because there's a lot of real Nintendo games on there that you can really capitalize on.
GameCube games aren't as hard to get as the other two consoles they've released it for.
And that was the crazy thing about PlayStation. I don't feel like PlayStation 1 games are tough to come by.
Yeah,
they're not
really.
because they always lasted better.
Yeah, so in theory, what PlayStation should have did is went to GameStop, put on the PlayStation search, flip the freaking dollar amount, and see what the most expensive ones, and put that on there.
Yeah.
Or they should have put the more obscure ones that they knew had like fans, like the ones you guys always talked about. Like, I don't even know if these were on PlayStation, but like the weird ones, like Earthworm Jim and shit like that.
They were on Sega.
I don't know.
No, Earthworm Jim was on Super Nintendo.
No, but he was on Sega too.
He was on Sega.
I have him for Sega.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, they should have picked the obscure ones, like not ones that you could still possibly play a sequel to today.
Hey, real quick, this is just a rumored list I found of what's going to possibly on the 64 Mini.
Mm-hmm.
Because Nintendo recently relisted the manuals of 1964 titles, hinting at the potential lineup for the rumored mini console. 1080 Snowboarding, Bomberman, Donkey Kong, Excite Bike, F-Zero 10 or X, I don't know which that's supposed to be, Kirby 64, Mario Golf, Mario Kart 64, Mario Party, Mario Tennis, Paper Mario, Pokemon Snap, Sin and Punishment, Star Fox, Super Mario, Zelda Majora's Mask, and Ocarina of Time, Wave Race 64, and Yoshi's Story.
They won. Absolutely would buy that in a heartbeat. And you had me by the third game.
Yeah, but see, the problem with them is they have so many just Nintendo only. Well over half of them are just Nintendo property.
Yeah, obviously Zelda's and the Marios.
Yeah.
Donkey Kong.
You know what was weird? They didn't have like. Did you say Smash?
No.
I was shocked in that
Smash.
one. Is the party one on it? What the hell's it called?
Mario
I think-
Party. It's
Yeah.
Mario Party 2 for the record.
Yeah.
So
They
I
had
don't-
1 through 3 on the 64.
Okay.
So I'm shocked that they don't have 3. Seems to be the most popular one because I was looking at all the Mario parties like if we were to do like a theme type marathon type stream.
Yeah.
And Mario Party 3 was always the most expensive,
really.
which I don't know why. I don't. But
But yeah. Anyway, this is just a rumor list. So I mean, they may add or remove or whatever.
Yeah.
And
I don't
this was
know.
October 16th.
It'd be nice if it would you could like if you got those just came pre-downloaded and then you can download more, maybe like hook it up to your computer or hook it up to like the PlayStation and you can buy it on like the PlayStation network and then like HDMI or whatever USB port it into it to download those other games. Cuz then you can even have like what's called for that, like a store
Emulator?
for it.
Oh.
No, like
See-
because people will buy the damn games. Like I would buy, Gran Turismo for that. I mean, that's one of the first racing games I've ever played. I would love to
Yeah,
play
I
that
think-
again.
I think the PlayStation that's coming out is going to be popular with like a lot of like younger kids who didn't play the games and who've played the sequels and stuff like that, and they're going to want to see what the originals were like.
They're not gonna like it.
They're not. I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm not saying you're
Actually,
wrong. It doesn't
I would
matter.
be-
They already bought it.
stoked for Tekken 3 if I didn't have the disc already because that was the only one where each character had like a flushed out story. There were secret modes to unlock secret like there was so much in that game that kept you
Yeah.
busy.
I mean, Ridge Racer's a good one, but it was always overshadowed by Gran Turismo. Like it's kind of weird. You're right. I didn't realize you're gonna get looking through it more. You're right. They always chose the only one that's on here that's a good pick is like Metal Gear Solid. It's obviously the best one of the franchise.
Yep.
Yay!
So it's like, what the fuck? With the rest of them, I don't know about Final Fantasy. I really don't know much about Final Fantasy. I don't know if 7 was the best on that system or not.
I have no idea, and I think they went all the way up to 9 because this is where we always talk about Final Fantasy, and I forget which one I fucking have.
Yeah.
Because I also have Tactics, and I thought Tactics wasn't that bad, but it's not exactly like the original Final Fantasy stuff. It's not. It's like a turn-based, I think, or it's something. It's different strategy than
Yeah.
the other shit. I don't really play either, but the list is just so disappointing. I feel like they missed on like Gex was a huge one. Jet Moto was a fun game that I used to play all the time.
That would have been a good one.
And both those studios, I believe, went under, so I don't know how they didn't grab them.
I would have loved Vigilante 8 in there. That would have been great.
Unless it was they couldn't grab the stuff and they didn't feel like recreating it themselves.
Could have been. And then Toomba. Remember that little caveman boy who used to hunt pigs and shit?
No.
That was a
Are you
big
talking
one.
about Gibby?
Yes.
It was loosely based on his life. 40 Winks was a good game. Just all these other. I mean, I have the discs, so again, I'm not too concerned. But I feel like those would have grabbed the child demographic better than some of the ones they did put on there.
Yeah.
That's just me, and it sucks, and I won't be buying it. Like it is tough, especially like Nintendo has successfully done it every fucking time. Where I buy Super Mario Brothers 3, regardless of the fucking platform it's on. Every time I've bought that game like 15 times, and I don't think I've ever beaten the goddamn thing.
Oh, I like it.
But they always, whenever they
to-
put their retro stuff out, I always get it. Nintendo somehow does it. PlayStation, it's a pass this time. I don't
To
know
be
why.
fair, Gibby can't get past the first level in Mario Brothers, so.
I got through the first one, okay? I couldn't get through the fucking first level in
What
second
about that
act.
shell that keep bouncing back into?
That was second act. I made it to the first act.
And he couldn't master jumping whenever it came to
Yeah.
those moving platforms.
So I just Googled top games for the PlayStation 1. Number 1 is Castlevania.
Are you doing a list? Fucker?
No.
Step off, Holmes.
Number 2, Resident Evil 2.
Which is getting a remaster in February.
3, which is the only one on the list that they're making, is Metal Gear Solid.
That's a great game.
Frank is sitting here after every single game you say and counting the ways he's going to murder you.
No, it's fine. It's fine. If I have a segment today, it'll be fine. Just carry on.
Number 4 is Final Fantasy 9.
That's the one I have.
And they put 7 on there. And then this one, I didn't even think of this until I just looked. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 2.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that? That doesn't make any sense why you wouldn't have that on there.
Yeah, you got a good point.
So, it's the top 5. I mean, I could probably go more, but I don't feel like going through a list. But there you go.
And I had the discs to everyone you mentioned.
I don't think I played all. The only one I haven't played Final Fantasy, obviously, because I'm not a big Final Fantasy person. I've never played Castlevania, but the rest of them I played. They're fun.
Oh, I don't have Castlevania. Never mind. But Castlevania, I think, is on Nintendo. Like, at least it was on the NES Classic.
It might have been on both. Yeah, I mean, yeah. But that's apparently the number 1 on the PlayStation. But
I bet you that makes appearance on the N64 Classic if they put one out.
Yeah. So
if it was on there. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? We'll see. It's all good, though. It's all good.
But it's a hard pass, and I'm not buying it.
Alright, more PlayStation news. Sony's finally allowing PlayStation Network users to change their names soon, but it appears the feature may come with some few caveats, more caveats than expected. Sony's previously warned that some games and apps compatibility issues in an initial announcement. According to users in the beta, although, an attached disclaimer warns that players are warned they could lose lots of information associated with their accounts, including DLC purchases and saved games.
Oh, snap.
I gotta admit, I wasn't listening. What was this for?
PlayStation? The network?
The change your name capability thing.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, if you do it, you lose your... Some games you lose your DLC for, and some games you lose all your saved, like, purchases, and even your saved games.
Wow.
Poof. Putz.
And why is that an option?
Well, it's only affecting those people who are in the beta, meaning that they have the option to. Not everyone has the option to. One would hope to God that they would fix this issue, but probably not. That's
going to be a sad, tough shit email.
Yeah.
Should all that be linked to like your email address, not your username?
I would think it would be linked to I mean, your credit card information. Like, I don't.
Something, yeah.
Like,
well,
maybe your account stays the same, but all it is your fucking gamer tag changes. You know, link it to something else. Not whatever. Fuck it. I don't give a shit.
Why would good. I guess I could see why people will want to change their name. Never mind. I asked and answered myself.
Yeah, because some people probably made their usernames when they were like 12.
Yep.
That's why you go with the generic The Dace Man, 14.
Yeah,
Teabagger 101.
What if you get burned by the number 14 somewhere along the line and you just hate it?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm 30.
Woohoo!
It's not gonna happen.
So you hate everything?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, that's fair.
There we go. EA.
Really great not being 30.
What?
Has announced that
really great to not
Respawn,
be 30.
the developer behind
all the
Critical.
time.
God damn it. You done?
Go ahead.
You sure? You positive?
Are you done?
I didn't realize it was tit segment. Jesus Christ. EA has announced that Respawn, the developer behind the critically acclaimed first-person shooter Titanfall 2, is scheduled to launch multiple games prior to the end of 2019. Neither EA nor Respawn has confirmed what those games might be. The announcement came about during a quarterly earnings call that EA CEO Andrew Wilson stated. Across multiple studios, we have new projects underway, including games that from Respawn that are slated to launch by next holiday season. Respawn is currently working on 3 titles, so Wilson refers to games as opposed to just a game, implies at least 2 are coming out next year. As of right now, Respawn is working on Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, another Titanfall game, and an unnamed VR title.
Cool.
So that's interesting. Star Wars, I like it. Have any of you guys...
Will you though? Because every year you bitch about the Star Wars titles we get.
Well, this is supposed to... I'm pretty sure the... Well, actually, what if I click on the Fallen Orders? Like, what is
He's gonna bitch about it either way, and you know it.
Oh,
The moment you have to buy a loot box for like new armor.
I don't know. Doesn't tell me shit. But yeah, I think that's the Visceral Games one that they're kind of rehashing. So I'm kind of excited about that one.
That's fair.
If I have a feeling, I think it's going to be single player, even though it doesn't really know. Yo, Google Meister over there. Can you please Google Jedi Fallen Order? Thank you.
Who's Google Meister?
I ain't your secretary.
That's Frank's segment. He Googles it for you.
You know, you found a list pretty quick. Just want to throw that out there.
You worked your Google magic pretty good, so actually I haven't even been on Google for a long time.
Does
For my
it miss
segment,
you?
that is.
Like, are you?
For my segments, I Google shit all the time, but not for my segment.
I Googled it, and like the second one from Star Wars HQ says it's similar to The Force Awakens or Force Unleashed.
The fuck does that mean?
Have you ever played the game The Force Unleashed?
Yeah.
That's what it means.
So it's
similar to that.
Okay.
That's at least what it says. It says Force Unleashed without... Hold on. I gotta click the goddamn story.
Without all the fucking good things about Force Unleashed.
Without the Mountain Dew qualities? Well, I'm out.
I'm out.
What are Mountain Dew qualities?
I have no idea, and I shouldn't even have clicked this article. God damn you.
Are we talking Code Red or
Code Red Mountain Dew?
Livewire? What kind of Mountain Dew qualities?
We don't know yet.
And how did Force Unleashed have Mountain Dew qualities? The game ended in 4 hours.
What are Mountain Dew qualities?
I assume that you need Mountain Dew to stay awake.
Yeah.
And that game was not a game that you had to worry about falling asleep or having to take a nap.
I was going to say, it was pretty short. It wasn't bad, though. It's just short.
Yes. Actually, the short thing sticks with me. I love the story, but the short thing, every time somebody says something about this game, the immediate response to Force Unleashed is short. The sequel, even shorter somehow. How the fuck do they do that?
Skills. Fucking flat-out skills.
Or lack thereof.
And then everything gets retconned when Disney buys it.
Yeah, so let's sidestep real quick. Stay in Star Wars here. Have you guys watched the new anime thing they got?
It's garbage.
Okay.
Wow, that's quick for you. Usually you
like
the shows.
I'm actually struggling to watch it. Like it's actually painful. Because
first of all,
it makes no sense.
Well, that and the animation's terrible. I'm very used to the Clone Wars and Rebels animation they've used, and they went with like a 2D approach, a 2D/3D.
I actually don't mind the actual looks to it. I actually kind of like it. I just can't get over the fact that the story makes no fucking sense.
Well, right now I'm about 4 episodes in. The 5th one's on the DVR. I haven't watched it yet.
Same.
But the first 4 is just him acclimating to where he's at, and I don't care. Like that could be any cartoon.
Yeah, because it's like first I don't even know what planet are they on. Ashley asked me today. I'm like, I got no fucking idea.
It's not one that's been named before.
Yeah,
I know that.
And you have absolutely the only character you know is fucking BB-8.
Yeah, so and Poe. Poe makes an appearance in the first.
Poe, that doesn't even count. He's there for fucking 2 seconds.
Yeah,
that was
but
probably the best thing about the damn thing, and then he's gone.
And they got him voiced by Oscar Isaac, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah. So it's just like, are you fucking kidding me? And I don't understand what the fuck we're doing. It's like,
I got to be honest. Star Wars Resistance, I set a lot of high expectations. I really came in assuming this was going to continue Ahsoka's story.
Yeah. That would be nice.
right? Like, I always felt like the cartoons were centered around her. Came into this, and it was like, it's the Resistance. And then I got immediately set a bar of, it's going to fill the holes that make the movie suck. Because that's what Clone Wars and Rebels did.
That's what I was really, really, really hoping for. I mean, it still could possibly do it, but it's taking its good old fucking time. Like, it's so far it's solved 0 plot holes. 0 plot holes!
Yes.
God, what if I could go a whole season before you answer one?
Well, the cool thing is, from a timeline standpoint, they're still at the point where people are still calling the First Order either remnants of the Empire or the First Order. So, like, they're not decided on what kind of villain they're facing right now. And the Senate... But
they also don't say... Have they said what time it is? Like, I'm trying to figure out if Luke is still in the... still around, or did he fucking go and, like, become a hermit yet?
I'm going to assume this is right after Luke became a hermit. Because Organa is already... Yeah, Organa's already a Jedi. They should have
that in there. Like, that is something you have to fucking show, because the fucking Last Jedi sucks so... Like, you have to show that in this. You have to. There's no fucking way you can't show that. You have to show how Kylo becomes Kylo. There's no fucking way.
It might. This is just me guessing, because they haven't outright said it. But Poe Dameron and Leia are already leading the charge against the First Order, and they're organized. They're already being called rebels again, and being kind of disenfranchised from the new Senate. So to me, that means Snoke is already a threat.
You're not going to answer... Like, what major questions can you answer in this time frame, then? How did Leia get her... Oh, wait, that had happened before fucking Luke just... Like, there's so many questions, and they can't answer any of them.
At the same time, they could take the approach where, yes, Poe and Leia are organizing because they think there's going to be a threat. So maybe the threat hasn't formed yet. Maybe Kylo's still at the new Jedi Order with Luke, and they could go into that. But the fact that Poe has already debuted as essentially what looked, I'm assuming, is the same age of Poe in Force Awakens, if not maybe a year or two younger, he's already a hotshot pilot.
We're fucked. So we're not gonna, like, I'm just trying to think, alright, so in that time frame, what the fuck can they answer? Oh, how they build I mean, if that's even the case, that means they already basically almost have the stupid Death Planet ready.
Essentially.
Like, what the fuck are you gonna answer? I don't.
Probably nothing.
No, I don't even want to watch it now. It's
at least the track they're on. This kid's not even involved anymore with the Resistance. He's on this planet, and he's under. Yeah, pretty much.
Like, it's fucking ridiculous. Like, I'm watching this and I'm like, this is fucking bad. I'm like, all right, they're racers. All right, I'm done. Kid can't do anything right. All right, what the fuck? Can we get somewhere, please? Please.
I agree.
They
really haven't done anything that's really great to hook.
We've done shit. I have BB-8 in it. That's about it. They're gonna sell a lot more BB-8 fucking merch.
Oh, it's on Disney XD. Of course, it's gonna be.
I cannot. Fucking Kennedy. It's a goddamn job. Fucking bitch.
I don't know Star Wars.
Frank, you got a segment? Because I'm done doing mine because I'm pissed off now.
There's only 5 minutes left.
I want to throw this out there. Don't be too... Oh, shit. So I just went on Wikipedia.
Yeah.
So guests this season include... Okay, first of all, reoccurring includes Oscar Isaac as Poe Dameron, Gwendolyn Christie as Captain Phasma, and the guests...
Oh, Phasma.
Adam Driver as Kylo Ren. And John Boyega as FN2187.
I have Finn.
Finn.
Okay, so we get Finn. And we get Kylo. But
it doesn't say Ben Solo.
Interesting.
But this is Wikipedia, so you never know.
Yeah, well, I'm just thinking, because Ben, at least the way that they made it seem like, his first, quote-unquote, first order thing was the very beginning of The Force Awakens. So I guess this is before Finn was in the... But no, he said he was stolen as a kid. How the fuck does that work?
Well, the fact that it says FN2187, I'm guessing he's a stormtrooper in this.
He's got to be a stormtrooper, but that contradicts the fucking first movie.
How?
Because his first thing as a stormtrooper that he did was go down on that planet. Unless he's not.
Maybe they're in the academy.
Outfit.
Maybe they have like an academy or something.
And
or training.
This is his fucking bachelor party? What the fuck?
He could stumble upon him for training.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, he's a fucking janitor.
They could. They essentially could.
He's got to show him his general fucking duty. Oh my god. Oh my god. Frank, are you ready?
Yeah.
Celeb news, outro. Even though I do want to hit the outro. Frank's corner.
Following interpretation is brought to you by Taste and Good Form.
Tell me something, my friend. You ever dance with the devil in the pale moonlight?
History! We all about it!
Wait a minute. You ain't heard nothing yet.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Welcome to the corner, everybody. I've got it's a hodgepodge of like random facts, kind of, but first, a little throwback to weird news. So you did a list.
Yes!
I'm throwing some weird news at you.
I like weird news.
Because I stumbled across this and I wanted to share it with the world.
Let me guess. Tits is an idiot.
Everybody knows that.
Yes.
The headline is, woman who had sex with 20 ghosts is now engaged to a spirit. Yeah.
Oh,
you guys like that?
Impressive. She also gets laid more than you do, Frank.
Yes, she does. Good for her. She's a girl. If I was a girl, I could get laid infinitely times more than I'm getting laid now, too.
That's not true.
That's so true, though. So true.
Yeah. A British woman who claims she has slept with at least 20 ghosts says she's now engaged to a poltergeist.
Really?
Yeah. In December, Amethyst Realm, I assume that's her stage name?
No, that's probably what she changed her name to.
Nope. Stage name. 100% stage name.
Told British TV show
Give her those
ITV
ones.
this morning
Make it rain.
that she cheated on her fiancé with a ghost and has since gone on to have supernatural affairs with at least 20 paranormal beings.
Oh my god, is that grounds
for
for
her.
divorce? Is that grounds for divorce? He may be the luckiest guy ever. She admitted to it.
Well, now, she says she found true love with an apparition. Realm said that the ghost asked her to get married during a trip to celebrate their 9-month relationship in England's Wookey Hole Caves. Wookey Hole Caves.
Wookie? Oh my god.
There was no going down on one knee. He doesn't have knees. But for the first time I heard him speak, she told The Sun. I actually hear his voice, and it was beautiful, deep, sexy, and real. The 30-year-old, yeah, she's only 30, and she's not the ugliest of people, said she met her spooky match, who doesn't have a name, during a work trip to Australia in February.
Oh, that's why she was in Australia. That's like a whole other dimension.
I had not had
like
a
Florida.
phantom fling for a while.
You're not wrong, Gibby.
And as I was away on business, starting a new relationship was the last thing on my mind. The Bristol-based spiritual counselor, oh, she's a spiritual counselor,
That makes sense.
told The Sun. Then one day, while I was walking through the bush, I assume she just means nature.
No, Australia's called the bush.
All of Australia is the bush, just all of it.
I think so.
Anyway, enjoying nature, I suddenly felt this incredible energy. A new lover had arrived. That's inspiring. Rome said that her friends and family have embraced her unusual engagement, and now she's planning her big day as a pagan ceremony. Oh, she's going to sacrifice a goat. We haven't discussed the details yet, but I think it's going to be quite a big do. Yeah, British people. However, the couple already had sex on the plane back from Australia when they first met.
That's good.
I was happy and excited. So excited that we had to do something about it, she said. So we headed to the Plain Loo, and well, I'm now a member of the Mile High Club. The bride-to-be added that this engagement is much more satisfying than her previous living fiancé.
Jesus.
Sometimes I get the feeling that I'm being moved, she said. Orgasms I have with my spirit lovers have been way more satisfying than any I've had with an ordinary man.
I have so many questions.
Me too. Can we send an email, get her on the show?
Yes.
Do we have budget for that?
Dave?
You gotta talk to the email guy.
Yeah,
he went to get a beer, I'm sure.
No, I'm reading and I'm...
Technically, you are the email guy because he just tells you that there's an email and then you usually have to respond.
Well, I'm the screenshot guy.
I think Dace and Gibby are still on the Star Wars thing. They just kind of moved it to the Skype chat.
A little bit.
Anywho, now for just some facts that sound fake but are true, which I may have done this list before, but we only have 5 minutes, so fuck it. Well, I know I've looked at this before, I just don't know if I did on the show. But vultures have weaker beaks than most birds, so they usually eat corpses by burrowing through the anus.
Is that true, Gibby?
Yes, whatever, yes.
You know what? I want to say that he was ignoring it, but I really think he heard that one.
I think he's just still so pissed, he's just agreeing to anything. Hey, Gibby, can I have $20?
Fuck you.
Hey. Male great white sharks have 2 penises. Penis eye, penis...
That's in case one gets chopped off.
I guess it's good to have a backup.
Is that a thing?
It's either that or it's because you got to put one in the front, one in the back. I mean, it's one or the other.
Ooh, DP! A buttload is a real unit of measure. 1 buttload is 63 gallons.
I fucking told that inventory person that was a thing.
Did you tell him it's 63 gallons?
I was like, there's a buttload of oil over there. So, yeah, I did, in a way.
Those are 55.
Nope. Maybe there was more.
Technically, if there's a 55 and in a couple cases, you're good to go.
You can get to 63. All right. Manhole covers are round because it's the only shape that cannot fall into itself. Look at that.
You just blew my mind.
Right?
I mean...
if you can't shove a manhole cover through its hole because it's circle. A circle. Yeah.
What? Hold on.
I don't get it.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
Like, if it was a square, you could turn it sideways and probably fit it through angularly, so it'd fall.
Well, if it's a perfect square, no.
That
And
makes
rectangle,
sense.
you could
A
turn
square,
it the other way.
a square you can, because if you turn it vertically and then you go from, you put it diagonally, the diagonal is longer than the side, so it can fall through. What he's saying is there's no way of pushing it through. Actually, that's true. There's no way of doing it. It's kind of interesting.
See, there you go. Learning something new here in the corner.
But who puts a manhole like that? Nobody does that.
People that are trying to be dicks and want to drop manhole covers through the hole. I don't know.
True. I can see
Probably
that.
use-
I can clearly see some people doing that.
Damn millennials. On average, 2.7 people die a year from vending machines falling over on them.
Just 2.7?
2.7. And I know I've had that fact in here in other ways because, like, that's more people die a year from vending machines than sharks or badgers. So, atoms are 99.9999999% empty space. All of matter that makes up the entirety of the human race could fit inside a sugar cube. How about that? Mind blown? Psh. No?
No.
Too sciencey for you? All right.
Way
moving
too
on.
sciencey for me.
Yeah. I see we took a turn there.
We did.
Pets used to sleep on roofs most of the time, so when it rained, they would either fall off the slick surface of the roof or jump down to find better shelter. This birthed the phrase raining cats and dogs. If Ed is to be believed, but I'd believe him.
I believe him.
I don't know why they would sleep on the roofs, but whatever.
Like they don't have a choice.
They didn't want the smell in the house.
It's probably cooler.
Snaky dog.
It's cooler.
I feel like I don't have a choice. You gotta believe Ed.
That's fair. Ed wouldn't lie to me.
Nope.
The smell of rain is really the smell of oils from plants that accumulate during arid seasons and are mixed and released into the air when the rain comes out. Comes. There's no out. I added the out.
So, plant farts.
Plants.
Yes.
Mm-mm.
Well, more like plant sweats. Because it's oils from the
Is
plant.
that like the meat sweats? Like,
It's what vegans get, yeah.
okay.
When it starts to rain, vegans smell a little different too. Just go sniff a vegan next time it rains.
I don't want to go back. I don't ever want to be that close to most vegans.
If you nut in space, aka ejaculate, it will push you backwards, which that makes sense. Ever so slightly. Well, I guess it depends on the force of your
Nut.
nut. When you dart your eyes from point A to point B, there's a brief disconnect while your brain catches up, making you perceive a slight stretch backwards in time. That's why when you glance at a clock, the first second always feels longer than the rest.
What?
I don't know about that description, but time travel. I just did it. I just did it again. And there's a fly.
Do you want to see me do it again?
In Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, it is illegal to sleep on top of a refrigerator outdoors. So if you want to take a nap, you can't sleep on top of the fridge.
Just a refrigerator, like nothing else?
Just a refrigerator specifically, yes.
Huh.
The dot above a lowercase j or t, or not t, j or I, is known as a tittle. Who didn't want to know what a tittle was? Now you know.
Huh.
Fiddle.
The guy that invented Pringles was buried in a Pringles can after he was cremated. I'm glad they had to add that in, because otherwise would have blown my mind. They just shove him in there, grinding him up.
Also, was he really that small that he fit into one Pringles can?
Well, when you burn the person, the dust.
Yeah, but I just feel like you need, like, he would be more than one Pringles can.
Now, there's really not a whole lot of ash when you burn somebody.
How do you know this, Frank?
I have experience. Nick tells me a lot of things.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Your foot is the same length as your elbow to your wrist. Yep, bet Dace is measuring right now.
Dude, I am. Jesus Christ, you're right.
That's why they're called facts, people.
What was it the length of?
Your elbow to your wrist.
Elbow to your wrist is the same as your foot.
No.
Yeah,
what do you mean, no?
Mine is.
How are you measuring? Are you like holding your foot up to it? You're not that flexible.
I took a shoe and put it to it.
Well, your foot's smaller than your shoe, though.
Yeah, your foot's.
Yeah, and it's still not long enough.
Maybe you just have too big of shoes. Wait, your arm to your forearm's not long enough, or your shoe's not long enough.
You're saying elbow to wrist.
Elbow to wrist. Probably tip of your elbow to
It
wrist.
fit mine.
It falls a little bit short.
Huh.
On the shoe.
Well, then
I'll never know about the fucking foot because I'll never get it up that high.
Well, you are a weird specimen. We need to donate you to science.
Yay!
Speaking of science, if you shave a tiger, it still has stripes on its skin. Coining the phrase, tiger can't change its stripes.
No.
I say we shave a tiger for Science Day.
I agree.
I'm gonna leave that to Gibby.
Let's do it.
I'll film it.
Way more people are killed by cows each year than are killed by sharks.
That's
but
what
no cable channel has yet decided to air Cow Week.
Because we keep trying to tip them.
And they just fall back on us?
I guess.
That guy in a little coat. What?
And this is my favorite one and my last one. If you are HIV positive and have unprotected sex with someone else who is HIV positive but has a different strain of HIV, you risk something called it's actually super infection, but double AIDS.
Oh my God, we called it! Charlie Sheen!
This is when your original strain of HIV meets a different strain of HIV to form a super strain of HIV. This new strain is sometimes resistant to medication.
So you're saying
double AIDS is a thing.
Our T-shirts are scientifically accurate.
Double AIDS is a thing.
That's a first.
And that's why it's my favorite fact.
That is amazing.
We need to
We're
post
scientists.
That. We need to post that everywhere.
Or doctors, at least. We diagnosed Charlie Sheen.
We
Doctor
did.
scientists.
We're fucking
Scientist
good.
doctors.
We're gods.
Doctors.
We're gods.
Doctor.
Like Frankenstein type doctor.
Gods.
Doctor. So there you have it, folks. There's some facts that will probably never be used unless you're at trivia somewhere, which this isn't even the kind of trivia I trivia, so fuck it.
Or if you're buying a t-shirt at thedacemanshow.com.
/store? No, it's off TeePublic?
We got the links up on the Dace Man Show, so go through that. It's easier.
It'll get you there.
Yeah.
Woohoo! All right, what's up next, guys?
The end.
The end of the show?
The end.
So this is where you go, hey, what are you doing, Gibby?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
I am playing, not doing anything, let's be realistic. My life sucks.
All right, Frank Ward.
Follow me on Twitter at the Dace Man Show. Yeah, I tweet things, which I'm actually about to tweet something right now. That way you all know that double AIDS is real. But that's lot of words. That's a lot of words to type out. So I'm just gonna take a picture, maybe. I'll figure it out. You guys
do it. Do it.
Tits. What do you got going on?
Nothing. I don't have a life.
Fantastic. Anyway, every Thursday we do Dungeons and Dragons, except this Thursday. This Thursday we'll be doing a special presentation of Dace-tacular Gaming Night in the Dacement, where we will be doing Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch. Cheever is dead.
Yeah, that's exactly true.
I think that's what it is.
It's
I think that was the excuse.
No,
he died. No, he's dead.
Yeah.
So
And
we're auctioning for a new Dungeon Master. Anyone?
Me and Padre already have a plan. It's fine.
It's Dace-tacular Gaming Night. Will be a special presentation in our Thursday night at 8 p.m. Eastern time slot.
Apparently, Dace is going to commentate, so he doesn't lose any friends.
Yep.
We had a hard fall. I mean, it was tough to climb back from that. I mean,
God, and it was what, Mario Party like 7?
Yeah, something like that. It was just you and me for some dumb reason.
No, Bowser. I like that one because I can be evil, and Bowser doesn't seem to ever fucking lose.
Yeah, we beat Bowser before, because when it was Gibby, we beat Bowser.
That makes sense.
Lucky.
Anyway, this Thursday night, no D&D. We apologize. The Tales of How We Destroy the World will not be continuing this week, but we'll be back next week. Instead, a special live stream of Dace-tacular Gaming Night, which will be Super Mario Party for the Nintendo Switch.
It's going to be what? Everyone on the show?
Whoever wants to come, really.
I'll come. I need a ride.
I'll pick you up, Frank.
I thought you got a car. No,
I do, but I can't register. I can't register,
Frank.
Remember? So
you had that whole drunk conversation with him on Friday night.
Frank, I'll give you a ride.
I heard you. Thank you.
So that'll be going down Thursday. Check us out on thedacemanshow.com, where you can buy the t-shirts, because apparently double AIDS is a thing now. Or we diagnosed it first. We diagnosed it first. Like us on Facebook, facebook.com/DaceManShow. Give us a heart or subscribe here on twitch.tv/DaceMan and Friends. Follow us on Twitter, like Frank said, at The Dace Man Show. Follow me on Twitter at The Dace Man. We have an Instagram at The Dace Man Show. I don't think we've posted anything in there forever. And then
you post random things every so often.
That's on mine, though. It can't be random twice.
True.
That defeats the whole random.
Oh, I thought you were posting it on the shows.
You know, if I would have started that way, it would have been great, but I didn't. November 16th, Adventureland 2 at the Gloucester County Premium Outlets. 5 to 7, or 7 to 9. Friday night, it'll be Nia Jax from WWE. Will be signing autographs at Adventureland 2. Get your tickets today at AdventurelandStore.com.
Has he ever done a Friday night before?
Yes.
Oh, it's a Friday night? That's unfortunate.
The 16th?
That's unfortunate.
Wow.
I think.
16th of what, November?
For the third time.
16th.
Yes,
That'd be a Friday. I can't make it. I got a bowl.
Let me just double check because
that seems a little odd. Well,
it could be. She could be in town for something else. So who knows?
Anyway,
oh yeah. So okay, on Friday, so November 16th, they're excited to announce WWE superstar Nia Jax will be at the Gloucester Premium Outlets location between 5 and 7. That's a tough time. You can get the tickets at AdventurelandStore.com or check out their event page for this experience on Facebook.com/Adventureland Adventureland stores.
Interesting.
And then
crowded, I feel like.
Why?
It's a Friday. And you're getting really close to the holiday season?
Yeah, in November.
Oh, good point.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That seems to be very, I'm surprised that they'll actually allow them to do it, is my actual...
It gets people there.
I don't think I mean, are they really struggling to get people in that place? I don't know.
I don't know. Either way. Keep going, Dace.
Yeah, go ahead, buddy.
Well, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for tuning in. We are back in the basement next week, finally.
No, we're not.
Allegedly. I'll believe it when I see it.
Exactly.
Well, if it doesn't happen, we're going to have a come to Jesus meeting tomorrow. And I will be back in the basement next Tuesday using the equipment that I've worked my ass off to pay for, because if I'm not in the basement next week, we're going to be having a lot of shows in the basement. So
we can be unemployed together.
Yes, for the few,
for my chickens,
for the proud, and for the Dace-tacular. See you all next Tuesday.